What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Baddog back with another New York Giants video. Now, tomorrow I'm going to have my preview video of the Giants-Bills up, and I'll also do my picker video tomorrow, so I hope you guys will tune in for that. But today, I kind of want to do a follow-up on the Eli Manning video I did yesterday. Now, I know a lot of people agreed with me on that video, and a lot of people disagreed with me on that video. Kind of understandable. That's kind of what I figured was going to happen. But, you know, some people misconstrued what was going on there. Some people think that I made that video because we lost to Dallas. I made that video over the culmination of Eli Manning's last 3 years in the NFL, of just watching him play. I'm not looking at his stats. I'm watching him play. So that's why I did that video, because to me, like I said, I don't think he's got it up here anymore. I think that losing is worn on him. I think the fact Tom Coughlin's not there has really hurt Eli Manning a lot. I think that's something people don't talk about. I think that's killed him. I think the fact that Daniel Jones is there, I think the fact he's been criticized, I think that all this stuff is worn on Eli Manning. Okay, so I don't think he has it up here anymore. I just don't. But the one thing I want to respond to is all the people that say Daniel Jones is not ready. We can't put him in there against the Bills. They got a good defense. What did they do in the 80s? Did they draft Joe Montana so he could sit behind an over-the-hill veteran? Did they draft Elway and Marino so they could sit behind over-the-hill veterans? Is that what they did back in the day? When does this become a thing for a guy to sit for a year? How does Daniel Jones develop holding a clipboard and having an earpiece in his ear? When Daniel Jones declared himself ready for the draft, Daniel Jones is ready week 1 to play in the NFL. When the Giants took him 6th overall in the draft, Daniel Jones is ready to play week 1. How is he not ready to play? What does that mean he's not ready? Kyler Lilley, 4th round pick, okay, that guy's not ready. When you draft a project, they're not ready. When you draft a quarterback top 10, you bet your ass they're ready to play week 1. So what you guys are telling me is that if Eli Manning had gotten hurt in the second preseason game, he broke his elbow, he was out for 8 weeks, Alex Tanney was our starter because Daniel Jones is not ready. Alex Tanney has experience, but Daniel Jones does not, so Daniel Jones would not have been ready, so Alex Tanney be our starter. If Eli Manning, God forbid, gets hurt, first drive of the game against the Bills, Alex Tanney's coming in because Daniel Jones is not ready to play against the Bills. Why does Daniel Jones have to play against Arizona? Why does it have to be an easier team? Because you don't want to put him out there against the Bears. You don't want to put him out there in Dallas against Dallas. Our offense is all banged up. We got no wide receivers. You don't want him to go in there with that. You want to put him in the best situation possible. Why? We're going to stunt his growth. Let me tell you something. If a quarterback's growth is going to be stunted because he comes into a difficult situation with a team and he cannot handle it, then they should have never picked the guy to begin with. Never. Because he is going to have those games against somebody eventually. Just because he starts in there, what are they going to do? They're going to play him against Arizona, and then they're going to rest him against the really tough defensive teams because they're afraid of stunting his growth? Come on, guys. Seriously, come on. Think about that for a minute. Daniel Jones is ready to play right now. Now, I will say this. There's guys that say Eli Manning gives us the best chance to win. I'm not arguing that. I've seen Daniel Jones play meaningful minutes in the NFL. So I can't sit there and go, he's going to give us a better chance to win than Eli Manning. My point is, the Giants don't have a really good chance to win a lot of games this year. You see that defense, it's awful. Offense moves the ball, fine. They don't score. You got to score. People want to look at Eli, oh, look at the stats. That's all. They just look at numbers. They don't care where the numbers come from. Guy told me Eli Manning had such a great year last year. The first 8 games of the season, Eli Manning had 2 touchdown passes in the first through third quarters combined in the first 8 games. So all of his touchdowns, he had 8 touchdowns at the bye. All of his touchdowns came in the fourth quarter when the game was out of reach, guys. Look at him play. That was my point, not his statistics. Does he give us the best chance to win? Sure, on a bad football team. So what is the difference? But to say Daniel Jones is not ready to play is so ludicrous. To say Daniel Jones has to come in against an easier team is ludicrous, man. He's going to play against tough teams eventually. So he has a good game against Arizona. Does that make the Bears any easier because he did well against a weaker team? Does that make the Bears defense somehow all of a sudden their defense isn't as good? Come on. That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. I'm sorry. Now, one thing I do want to say about the Entertainer's video, and let me say this. It was an awesome video. And I don't respect anybody's opinion more on YouTube than I respect the Entertainer Talking Sports. Nobody. That's my guy. That's why I work with him 4 times a week, because I have the utmost respect for him and his channel, his content. He works his ass off. He's just an awesome guy. And I have the utmost respect for him. But one thing that he said in there, and I know he loves Eli, and I get you sticking up for your quarterback. I get it. And he talks about Eli Manning being a great teammate, which he is. Never threw Sherman under the bus. Never threw McAdoo, Coughlin, any of those guys under the bus. His teammates never threw him under the bus, right? He's one of the most charitable athletes in the history of football. He does great things for other people. He's a great humanitarian. He's a great teammate. He's awesome. You could say, hey, look at Eli Manning just donated another $250,000 to March of Dimes or whatever his foundations are that he donates to. All awesome stuff. Does it win football games? Does it win football games? Just because he's a great guy doesn't mean that he should be playing all the damn time if his skills are deteriorating. He's a two-time Super Bowl champion. He's going to Canton. But that guy isn't our quarterback anymore. And I don't care about the stats. I don't care about 4,300 yards last year. I don't care. I don't care about that. I care about a guy that puts up these numbers when the game is close. I care about a guy that keeps us in the game when our defense is struggling. Now, Eli Manning should not have to put up 40 damn points a game. But, you know, he had a good game. He threw for over 300 yards. But, you know, how many points did we score? Couldn't score. And all of us are screaming at the screen or whatever, talking about how we should run Barkley. 3rd and 1, 4th and 1, 3rd and 2. Why are we not running Saquon? Why is Eli throwing the ball? That tells you all you need to know about Eli Manning. Because if you guys that are on Eli's side had that much confidence in it, you guys would not be saying, why aren't we handing the ball to Saquon Barkley? I say it because I feel like Barkley gives us a better chance to make it than Eli Manning. Shermer has confidence in Eli Manning to make those plays, and Eli Manning doesn't make the plays. Eli Manning did not make those plays, guys. He didn't. He didn't make those plays. It's plain and simple. So I don't care about his stats. You look at those big plays, 3rd and 1, 4th and 1. He didn't make either one of those plays. And everybody said we should have run Saquon Barkley because we feel like Saquon Barkley gives us a better chance than Eli Manning. And when you feel your running back has a better chance to make plays than your quarterback, that's telling you all you need to know about your quarterback. That's the truth. That's the truth. And again, if you made it this far in the video, it's not like I'm bashing Eli Manning. I know people think I am. I just think that is up here. I think he's done. I think Eli Manning doesn't have what it takes to win anymore. I just don't. That's just my opinion. I feel like it's not like for lack of effort. I just don't feel like his skills allow him to give us the best chance to win. I don't. So whether he gives us the best chance to win or not, or I shouldn't say that. Eli Manning may give us the best chance to win on a bad football team. We're going to be a bad football team no matter what. Because Eli Manning is not winning us games 38-34, 41-38. He's not doing that. So what's the difference was my point. What's the difference? And to say Daniel Jones isn't ready to play in the NFL, come on, man. He's ready to play in the NFL. Absolutely. You just have to let go of a good thing, guys. That's what it is. I know breaking up is hard to do sometimes. Breaking up is hard to do. I'll end it with this, with Eli Manning. You know, it's great. He had all this stuff, everything. He worked on all this stuff. It's great. He's in great shape. His arm is this. There's all this. He's got new parts around, new offensive line, running back. He's got all this stuff. This is pretty much like having a car where you fix your chassis, your axles, you put new brakes on it, new tires, new transmission, but you leave a 200,000-mile engine in the car. How good's a car going to run with that engine? Sorry, man. That's just how I feel about Eli Manning. He once ran really well. That engine ran really well. It just doesn't run the same anymore after all those miles. It's just what it is. So anyway, that's the end of the video, guys. I hope you all have a great night. I'll see you tomorrow for those 2 videos. Until next time, guys, it's Baddog, and I am gone. Peace!